Alright, stand by. 97.7 Country WGLR. A List of Lies, that is Jason Michael Carroll. Now, you wrote that.
I did.
Did that come from a true story, or where did that come from?
You know, I've become more open with the story. Originally, I didn't want the kind of attention that the reason I wrote it, you know, to be why people wanted to listen to my music.
Sure, sure.
But now that, you know, we're years down the road and people know the song and it's out there. My dad, I told you, he was a very fundamental independent Baptist preacher.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it was one of those things. On Sunday morning it was one way, and however throughout the week it was something totally different. I remember when I was a kid growing up, I'm not going to try not to get too graphic, but it was one of those things that anytime my mom and dad would get in a fight, our job, or my job as the older brother, was to get my brother and sister to the living room couch. And my mom would steer the fight away from the living room, so we wouldn't have to be a witness to it. And I remember when I was 13 years old, I got up off the couch and my brother grabbed my arm and he said, "Jason, don't do it." And I said, "I have to." And I walked in the kitchen and my dad had her up against the fridge, and it was one of those moments where I looked at him and I said, "You won't touch her again." And my dad put her down, and he came at me, and from that moment on we fist fought from the time I was 13 until the last one we had. I think I was 20 years old.
Wow.
And now I say all that to get to this point. My dad is a great granddad to my kids. He's changed. He's a different person now. And if in some weird way out there in the universe it had to be one way or the other for like me or my kids, then I would rather have put up with the junk myself and let my kids have a great granddad, because my kids love my dad, and he's a great guy now. He really is. He's come around. But yeah, so that's where I wrote the song out of.
Yeah, that's a story a lot of people have too, Jason. It is. So, well, thanks for writing that song, and we will play it.
Thank you.
Well, we do have to take a break here, but we'll be back with more with Jason Michael Carroll. Once again, he will be performing live tonight at the UW Platteville Welcome Back concert with Scarletta and Chris Cagle. More with Jason Michael Carroll after the break on WGLR.